Hello there, my lovely darklings. It's your favorite witch, Jamila Anahata, back with another video. I am a holistic lifestyle coach and tarot reader who wishes to empower your divinity in order for you to elevate from your darkness. If that is of any interest to you, you can visit me at thesoulfulveganista.com to check out my services. And for today's video, I want to talk about something that I've been feeling through a lot lately, the past couple of weeks really. Something that I have been cultivating and building and growing without my knowledge, and that is building your own inner world. Or just creating or developing your own inner world. What you experience day to day, your inner circle of people, your hobbies, your health and wellness routines, things that bring you joy. And in a lot of ways, it sounds like romanticizing your life, what a lot of people like to say online, or even just creating a soft life for yourself. Those are very similar. I would say those things very much so go deep into how to cultivate a lifestyle of joy, bliss, happiness, and wellness. However, I believe that creating your own inner world is deeper than that. It is analyzing, acknowledging, and considering all aspects of your life. What doesn't align with you, what does align with you, who you want to be around, who you do not want to be around, what tasks bring you joy, what tasks make you miserable. All those things, despite how strange it might look like to the outside world. Just making sure that you are truly happy, you are actually doing what you want to do, and not only romanticizing your life or living softly and making it very beautiful and all those types of things, but you are making it so that every task, every single iota of your day aligns with your future, aligns with your purpose, aligns with all your passions and what makes you feel amazing. And an example I cannot help but make when it comes to creating your own inner world is, of course, the Addams family. I just recently did a live about that where I was talking about how Morticia Addams taught me a lot about dark and light femininity. But what the Addams family has taught me is that creating your own inner world is tantamount to not only your success and your happiness, but to having faith, to making sure that you are living authentically. You're not just following what everyone else is doing. You're doing what your higher self wants you to do as the vessel here on earth. Of course, we all have a blueprint of how we should go about our lives, and our higher self channels through us every time. It's hard for us to listen. Of course, we have to be present, conscious, aware, and mindful of how we're feeling at every moment. But creating your own inner world does that perfectly because you are doing nothing but being authentic. You're doing nothing but being in alignment. You're doing nothing but making sure you're always walking in your joy. And going back to what I mean by that with my example with the Addams family is I'm writing this in my blog post. By the time this video comes out, I'm sure the blog post will have been completely finished and published by now. But I was watching one of the episodes from the 60s sitcom. I watch it all the time. I've seen it at least like 4 times. I'm an Addams Family-ologist. But both the 60s sitcom and the 90s movies will tell you that straight up if you just look and just pay attention to every detail of the Addams Family franchise. You will see that that's all they do. All they do is live in their own little world, and it looks strange and spooky and ooky to a lot of people, but they do not care. So going back to that, I was watching an episode very recently where something happened where once again they ran into a weird incident in their household. Possibly somebody was scared, somebody was really nervous because their house was a death trap in a lot of ways. And after that situation ended, Morticia turns to Gomez and says, "Good, now we can go back to our own little world." And when she said that, I happily died inside. I was so excited and elated, and I felt radiant from the inside out just from hearing that. Because Morticia in the 60s sitcom solidified what I've been doing unconsciously, not only for years, but something that is a passion of mine. And as a lifestyle coach, a holistic lifestyle coach, I love to create my own little world. And although I don't like to completely negate or disconnect or isolate myself from the outer world, I'll get to that more so later in the video. It's just more that I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what my higher self wants me to do. I want to follow the blueprint of my soul so I can do what I've been put on this plane to do. And that means paying close attention to what brings you joy, paying close attention to what you want to add or subtract from your lifestyle. Because our future success always depends on our lifestyle, all the tasks that we complete moment to moment, all the mindsets, all the beliefs, all the thoughts we have, all the feelings we have, all the visualizations we have from moment to moment. So as much as I understand that it sounds like I am, or people who do the similar things are just trying to isolate themselves from the outer world, absolutely not true. The thing is, we all think of the world as reality. We all see things as one reality. Okay, that may be true. There is a collective reality. There is the collective consciousness for the global community. A lot of us see certain things similarly, but most of the time, and pretty much all the time, we're going to see everything differently. So it's really hard to say what reality is. Of course, there are facts, there are the statistics of things, there are the studies of things that you can't deny. They're right there, plain as day. However, not everything is worthy of weighing down on us in our lives. When it comes to certain people that we do not care to be around, whether that be through work or social media or a family member or what have you, watching the news, going to certain places that we know we don't enjoy, doing things we know we don't enjoy, having a job we know we don't enjoy, or doing hobbies we know that we don't enjoy just to keep up with the Joneses, just to make our appearance seem as if we are more elevated than we truly are, or just to do what we feel like we've been told to do, follow the status quo. We all have been taught to go to school, graduate, go to college, get a job, get married, have kids, keep working, and then die. Is that what you really want? And if it is, more power to you, go right ahead. I am not mad at you. But a lot of us want something different. A lot of us know it does not sit right with us in our spirit. We do not have to follow the status quo. We do not have to do what we've been told. We are here to be authentic. We're here to be true to our higher self. And we are here to share our light with the world, to be of useful service. And in turn, that'll make us feel absolutely amazing. You know exactly how it feels like to do what you want to do. You know exactly deep down what you truly want to do, what your purpose, what your passions are. Why wait? Why aren't you following them? Don't wait for the right moment when it comes outside of you. It doesn't have to just be outside of you. It can be within your own little world, within your lifestyle. And if you think about it, that is really what our lifestyle is. It's tending to our own universe. It is making sure that we are happy, healthy, whole, complete, joyous, radiant, abundant. We already are abundant, but you know what I'm saying. Living as if we know that we're abundant. Your lifestyle is your key to personal success, your key to personal wellness, your key to personal happiness. It is all up to you. You just need to decide and choose what looks good for you in your lifestyle. Do you like to cook certain foods? Do you know that certain tasks during the day, whether it be your job or chores, are boring or tedious? Make it fun. Make it easy. Make it enjoyable. Be enthusiastic. Find things that make you feel enthusiastic about getting out of bed in the morning. And even if there are certain things that you can't change in the moment or change right now, in this day and age, everything is temporary. I don't believe that things cannot be changed. Once again, you know, I'm already into quantum physics and I'm really into metaphysics, into the unseen aspect of everything, the intangible, the hidden. And everything is just vibrating atoms. From me to my little setup, to my room, to my camera, to the chair you're sitting in, to the phone or computer you're looking at. Everything is vibrating cells. Everything is an illusion. And I'm not going to say that we should not take care of real earthly circumstances. Of course, we have to do that in the best way we can in the moment. However, nothing is as solid as we think it is. Nothing is as real as we think it is. Everything can change. Everything is temporary. See the impermanence of everything. So don't allow yourself to be hopeless. Actually, feel the hopelessness. Feel the despair. Feel the sadness that you have from not being able to do what you want to do right now. Sit with it. Accept it. Be okay with it. Love yourself for it. Love the part of yourself that feels this way. Listen to it. Listen to what it is trying to tell you. And you will find that it is trying to tell you that it wants change. It wants to be elevated. It wants a better situation. Because every cell of your being, every fiber of your being wants to be happy and abundant and elated. It is up to you to make sure you are putting things in action to change those types of circumstances. And if it can't be changed, it'll change in the future. We might not be alive for it, especially when it comes to marginalization, but the pendulum swings, and there's going to be a point in time where it is not an issue anymore, best believe. And going back to how the outer world is not necessarily a horrible thing, that is obviously the collective reality, the collective consciousness. And I do not mean by this to completely ignore everything that is happening externally. However, how we treat our internal world is how we will see or perceive the outer world. So if we have certain fears of safety, security, death, being sick, fear of failure, fear of judgment or criticism, all the basic fears that most humans have, we're going to see the outer world through that lens. So everything will feel heavy, overwhelming, intense, and displeasing. But what I do mean is to limit your access to certain things like the news or social media or opinions and judgments from people that we don't really need to care about it from, or hanging out with people we know we do not align with, participating in activities we know we don't align with from in the outside world. There are so many things we do externally that we feel like we're just trying to acquire knowledge from, we want to be aware, but it really is setting off our fight and flight responses. It really is like inflaming our fear. It really is causing a lot of disharmony within us, and we do not even know it. We blame the outside world for it, but a lot of the time we are perceiving it that way because of the fears, beliefs, and limitations we have. And those things can change with your lifestyle and mindset. I still believe that even though you can change the way you see the external world from focusing on your inner world, I do believe that scaling back or taking more time off of things like social media or being around people we do not really like and participating in certain hobbies or activities or jobs that we do not care for so much, I feel like taking a lot of time away from those things, away from the extra noise, away from the outside chatter of the world, really, really does wonders, because you are focusing on what you want. You're focusing on what you believe. You're focusing on what is true for you. And not a lot of people know that, because they are so wrapped up in the drama, the hecticness, the go, 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 the fast pace, the horrors, the sadness of the outside world. We feel like it's helping us by being aware of those things, but it is hurting us more than we know, regardless of how our inner world is set up. So a few tips I would like to say when it comes to creating and cultivating your inner world, things that are very similar to the Addams family, is figure out what brings you joy and what doesn't. Create a list of it. You know what that feels like for you. So it comes down to being present at the end of the day. Being conscious of what sensations are going on in your body when you're doing said activity. Do you feel a knot in your stomach? Do you feel a flutter in your heart? Do you feel all over the place just a sense of density, a sense of rigidness, a sense of resentment, hatred, fear, disgust even? You know what those feelings are for you. Be aware of them, be conscious of them, and figure out what you can add or subtract to your lifestyle that'll eliminate the negative feelings, but will elevate the uplifting and empowering feelings. Another tip I would say is to decide on actually applying them to your lifestyle. We can write lists all we want to, we can create a vision board, we can go on Pinterest and create Pinterest boards all we want to, but if we don't apply those actual amazing empowering tasks into our lifestyle, they're just vision boards. They're just a cute picture that we can look at every day. They're just a nice little to-do list on our refrigerator or on our wall. Apply them to your lifestyle. Decide today and choose wisely what you would actually like to do as your authentic version. I would say the next one would be to stop considering how it's going to be perceived by others. We're always worried about how people are going to see us with things, what their opinions of us are going to be, but I completely understand that as somebody who is very sensitive, I'm a Pisces sun and moon, as somebody who is very sensitive, I had to really overcome my fear of judgment and criticism from the outside world, especially since I've received it a lot in my life. And although the darkness in me, the punk in me, the goth in me, the metal in me, has that rebellious side where I really don't care, especially when it comes to my self-expression and authenticity. There are a lot of things that I don't really consider of when it comes to people's opinion. I'm very proud of that and I'm very happy about that. But of course, there are certain things where I do care. I do second guess myself. I do wonder what people are thinking when it comes to that. But I'm here to tell you, it does not matter. Once again, matter. These people are not going to live your life for you. So what is it? Are you going to live your life according to other people's approval? People who are probably not even happy within themselves because they wish they were as authentic, as bold, as courageous as you to live a fulfilling lifestyle? Do we really want to seek counsel from people who don't even tend to their own health, wellness, happiness, success, alignment, future? Absolutely not. Of course it'll sting, but it is fleeting. All of our emotions are fleeting. So yes, it's okay. People are going to say things. People are going to come and say what they want and give us their perspective, but it is your universe. Everyone comes from a different little universe. Their own little world is their own little universe. They're going to see things completely different from you, and that is absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy for them. But it is not my problem and it is not your problem. It is your journey to understand, not theirs. So please, do not consider what other people think. That is another thing why the Addams family is so awesome. They're amazing because no matter the insults, the jabs, the disgust, the disapproval that they get from the outside world, they brush it right past them. It's almost as if they see it as a compliment, and it is such an amazing thing. How admirable and inspiring is that? Take that lesson from the Addams family, if anything else, that no matter how spooky or altogether ooky you may seem to certain people, you are doing what makes you happy. And that is none of their business, as long as you're not hurting anybody, of course. And the last tip I would say is to, once again, make sure that you are limiting your time on certain things you don't enjoy, things from the outside world that you do not really enjoy. That could easily mean you quitting your job, leaving certain friendships, scrolling too often on social media, getting too emotionally involved with the news or other sources that are scary and fear-inducing, letting go of certain activities, hobbies, or tasks you think you should do in order to be a normal human being, but you know it doesn't bring you joy at all. Why? Why do we participate in all those types of things? It is to be accepted. It is to be a part of a community. It is to make sure that we feel like we are being a contributing human. However, there are many ways to be a contributing human, and the best way to do that is to follow your purpose and passion, because that is always going to give useful service to the global community. Every time, even if it is cosmetic, even if it is entertainment, whatever it is, whatever your purpose is, whatever your blueprint is, whatever your higher self, your authentic self is urging you to do here on this earthly plane, that is your way of being a contributing human. And you do that first by listening closely to what Spirit is trying to tell you. And in order to be channeled through, in order to be a clear channel for divine to speak through you, you need to tend to your lifestyle, your daily regimens, your inner world. And something I want to mention before I close this out is your inner circle, the people you love to see all the time, the people who uplift you, the people who inspire you, the people who encourage you to want to do better. That is also a part of your inner world. Your inner world is not just you, your own inner universe, your health, your wellness, your daily activities. Your inner world is your tribe as well, your community, the people you spend the most time with. And that doesn't have to even be a high quantity of people. Oh no, absolutely not. A lot of the time we like to believe that having a bunch of friends and family and loved ones means that we're popular, so that means that we're cool. And I'm sure it is a way for us to soothe our ego, because a lot of the time our ego wants numbers. It wants quantity over quality. But I can tell you that your inner circle does not have to be large in order to have quality. It can be as small as you need it to be. And if you want to reach out to people, great. If that's the inspired action that you're being led to do that. But having our inner circle present, just like the Addams family, that's their inner circle, the Addams family. They all uplift each other, they all resonate with each other, they all align with each other, they all have fun with each other, they all commune with each other, they love on each other. It is such a beautiful thing. And that's how our inner circle should be as well. We don't have to even talk to them every day. We know that they love us from afar. They feel us from afar. They say great things about us from afar. That's who your inner circle should be. That's who should be a part of your inner world. These people have the privilege of being a part of your life. Love them for it. Appreciate them for it. And going back to that, your inner world is everything that resonates with your path, aligns with your path. It's not just you having fun for fun's sake. And if you want to do that, that's your life, your choice. But it is setting up your path, your journey for personal success and happiness. So this is not to say that you're being ridiculous or you're being silly or childlike for having your own inner world or cultivating it or building it for your own liking. It is a way for you to not only be happy, or for you to ensure a future that you envisioned already. So even if it is you creating a vision board or having a Pinterest board or you writing down a list, have that vision clear in your head. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your future to look like? What do you want your present moment to look like? You know the answer. It is all within you. Choose wisely. So now we've reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe for more content, leave a comment down below, and visit my website at thesoulfulveganista.com to check out my services. Much love, and until next time, my lovely darlings. Bye-bye.